Liv Morgan says a match with this WWE star would end world hunger. Hello guys. Welcome to my channel. I am Elena. Have a nice day. For the latest news update, please subscribe the channel and press the bell icon. Liv Morgan believes a match between her and a top WWE star would end world hunger. The 2026 WWE Women's Royal Rumble winner, Liv Morgan, recently had an interview with GQ Sports, in which she reacted to some fan comments on social media. Replying to a comment that read, "Her versus AJ Lee would feed families," Morgan exclaimed that it would end world hunger. "We would feed more than families. Like, world hunger would not be a thing." When asked how she envisions the match ending, Liv Morgan said, "With me winning, obviously, but she's a feisty one. But I'm gonna have to put my money on me." Liv Morgan versus AJ Lee is something the fans wanted to see after the latter made her long-awaited return to WWE last year. However, reports suggest that Lee might be facing another star at WrestleMania 42. Morgan will eventually challenge for one of the women's championships at the event, so fans might have to wait a bit longer for this match to materialize. Liv Morgan versus AJ Lee is something the fans wanted to see after the latter made her long-awaited return to WWE last year. However, reports suggest that Lee might be facing another star at WrestleMania 42. Morgan will eventually challenge for one of the women's championships at the event, so fans might have to wait a bit longer for this match to materialize. Liv Morgan wishes she could change one thing that she did. Back in 2019, Liv Morgan was part of a storyline involving Lana, CJ Perry, and Bobby Lashley. Lashley and Lana were in a storyline relationship and would have a lavish on-screen wedding on WWE TV. When objections were called before the vows, Liv Morgan came out to object to the wedding, claiming that she was in a secret relationship with Lana and that Lana had left her for Lashley. Morgan later said she objected to the wedding to hurt Lana emotionally, not because she was in love with her. The angle was later dropped upon receiving negative criticism. Liv Morgan regrets objecting to Lana's wedding. In a recent appearance on GQ Sports, Morgan said she wishes she hadn't objected to the wedding. A recent upload from Fightful Wrestling on their X account shows Morgan and other WWE wrestlers speaking to GQ Sports about what moments they would like to relive/redo in their careers. "You know, once upon a time in like 2020, I objected a wedding. And maybe if I could go back in time, I might not object the wedding." Liv Morgan won the 2026 Women's Royal Rumble match on January 31st and will be going to WrestleMania to face either the Women's World Champion or WWE Women's Champion. If you use any quotes from this article, please credit the original source and then HTTP with a link back to TJR Wrestling. For the transcription, Liv Morgan teases WrestleMania 42 plans on WWE Raw. Liv Morgan continues to keep the world guessing about who she will challenge at WrestleMania, but she seemingly offered a hint on this week's episode of WWE Raw. Shortly after winning the 2026 Women's Royal Rumble, Liv Morgan told Big E that she was going to take her time picking her WrestleMania opponent. "I have the choice to choose any champion that I want, and I don't want to make a brash decision. I don't want to rush my decision, so I'm gonna take my time. I will choose when the time is right, when I think it's right, on who is right," Liv Morgan said. Morgan appeared on Monday's episode of WWE Raw on Netflix after being introduced by the returning Dominic Mysterio. Morgan appeared to be sticking with that plan on Monday night, teasing that she was scouting the roster and might go check out SmackDown. However, she made her presence felt in the Stephanie Vaquer versus Raquel Rodriguez women's title match in multiple ways. First, and against Raquel's wishes, she tried to help her Judgment Day stablemate win the match. That ultimately backfired, and Vaquer won the match, but Liv attacked her immediately after the bell. Morgan dropped Vaker with Oblivion off the ropes, then posed over Vaker with the title. Liv then looked up at the WrestleMania sign, hinting that she might already know who she'll challenge, even if a detour on SmackDown is in order. Catch up on everything that went down on WWE Raw, here.live. Morgan admits being scared of one WWE star. Over the last couple of years, she had made it a habit to stick around longer in the hopes of winning the match and heading over to WrestleMania. This time was no different, as she spent nearly 44 minutes. She finally secured a desired result by outlasting 29 other females to become a Royal Rumble winner for the first time. During her time in the ring, Liv Morgan secured 3 eliminations, including that of Natalya, who now goes by the name Natty after having undergone a gimmick change. Hours later, she appeared on Royal Rumble Recap, where she spoke to Sam Roberts and Megan Morant about winning her first 30-woman over-the-top rope elimination match. There, she was asked about eliminating Natty, which is when she revealed that she was terrified of the future WWE Hall of Famer. Natty is a dog. If I was probably scared of anyone, it was probably Natty. That's why I saw the opportunity, and I was like, we're getting this Liv Morgan confronted by Raquel Rodriguez over Royal Rumble elimination. Monday Night Raw was a special evening for Liv Morgan, as she not only celebrated her Rumble win, but also saw her beau, Dominic Mysterio, return to WWE after being out of action due to injury. She was soon joined by her Judgment Day stablemate, Raquel Rodriguez, who had a title match against Stephanie Vaquer later. Rodriguez said that they had been celebrating Morgan's victory all weekend without addressing another issue, which was Morgan eliminating Rodriguez from the Royal Rumble match. Morgan justified by saying that since Raquel had her opportunity at the championship, it was fair that she won the Rumble to secure a shot at the title herself. While Big Sexy agreed with her defense, she told her to stay in the back during her match later in the night. Liv Morgan, however, would interfere in the match in the hopes of helping Raquel, only for their plan to backfire and Vaquer retaining her Women's World Championship. After the match, Morgan attacked Vaquer and celebrated with the title. Liv Morgan's relationships, all about her on-screen and off-screen boyfriends amid Royal Rumble win. Liv Morgan recently won the 2026 WWE Royal Rumble. With her professional front in the spotlight, here's a look at her relationship history, which has been a topic of conversation among fans for years. Liv Morgan is one of the most prominent female wrestlers in WWE. Born as Gianna Gendario, she first signed a contract with the WWE after being discovered by Joe DeFranco's gym and assigned to their developmental territory, NXT, in October 2014. Not many might be aware, but she made her in-ring debut under the name Marley in November 2015. In December of the same year, she made her return under the brand new ring name Liv Morgan, which everyone now knows her by. Over the years, Morgan carved out a path for herself, winning 2 Women's World Championships and 4 WWE Women's Tag Team Championship with Raquel Rodriguez. In addition to this, she won the 2022 Money in the Bank ladder match and the 2024 WWE Women's Crown Jewel Championship. Well, recently Liv Morgan added another accomplishment under her belt by winning the 2026 Royal Rumble. Held in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, the final 3 standing were Morgan, Tiffany Stratton, and Sol Ruca. Ultimately, Morgan outshone them all and won a ticket to WrestleMania. With the spotlight on her professional career, Morgan's relationship status has also become a topic of conversation among her fan base. If you are interested in learning about Liv Morgan's relationship history, from her real-life boyfriends to her on-screen romances, keep on reading. If reports are to be believed, Enzo Amore introduced Liv Morgan to Joe DeFranco's gym in Wyckoff, New Jersey. Apparently, the duo met when Liv worked and modeled for the restaurant chain Hooters, where Amore was a manager. Eventually, while spending time at the gym, Morgan was discovered by the WWE and signed a contract to appear in NXT alongside her boyfriend Amore. After WWE fans grew curious about their relationship, Morgan and Amore publicly admitted their romance. However, their relationship seemed to end in 2017 after Liv tweeted that she was single. In the post she shared on X, formerly Twitter, she wrote, "Me knowing that I'm single and nobody cheating on me." Although her words suggested that Amore had probably cheated on her, the duo continued to support each other's achievements. Talking about Morgan, Amore once said, "Liv Morgan sparked romance rumors with the former NXT UK champion, Tyler Bate." The rumors were fueled by Bate's appearance in several Snapchat stories posted by Morgan. Furthermore, the pair reportedly even flirted with each other on, something which did not go unnoticed by fans. Later, Morgan and Bate were spotted hanging out together at several parties. At the time, a picture of the duo circulated widely online, leading some fans to wholeheartedly believe they were a couple. While it was speculated that their romance was short-lived, neither Liv Morgan nor Tyler Bate publicly confirmed their relationship. Bo Dallas, whose real name is Taylor Rotunda, was believed to be in a romantic relationship with Liv Morgan. Although the pair didn't open up about the status of their relationship themselves, WWE legend Ric Flair confirmed at the time that Morgan and Dallas were living together. During his appearance on the To Be the Man podcast, Ric Flair left fans even more shocked when he suggested that the couple could even be married. To quote his words, "Although we cannot know for sure how long Morgan and Dallas lived together, a Reddit user revealed that Morgan moved out of her rumored boyfriend's place in 2022. Reportedly, the duo had an on and off relationship until they broke it off for good in March 2024. Before their split, a fan claimed that Morgan and Dallas were last spotted at one of her friends' weddings. If you have been following Liv Morgan for a long time, you might be aware that her on-screen chemistry with Dominic Mysterio has remained a hot topic in the WWE circles for a while now. Many fans started to question if they were seriously dating in real life, or if Morgan was seeing anyone at all. Well, during an appearance on the Pod Meets World podcast, she clarified that Dominic was merely her on-screen boyfriend and nothing more. However, even the fake relationship ended up hurting her chances in the dating department. She explained, "I'm sure it would take a certain man to be okay with, 1, my job, but 2, what that all entails right now with having an on-screen boyfriend. We work pretty intimately, so I can imagine it would take a really strong, secure man." Furthermore, Morgan also revealed that in real life, Dominic is happily married to a beautiful, strong, secure wife who allowed them to have their little on-screen rendezvous. For the unversed, Dominic married his longtime girlfriend, Mary Juliet, in March 2024. Morgan added that she would be open to dating in real life if she met the right person. However, she confessed that she is happy with where my energy and time is allocated right now, which is her professional wrestling career. Roman Reigns, Liv Morgan win Royal Rumble matches, earn title shots at WrestleMania 42. Two WWE superstars earned championship matches at WrestleMania 42 on Saturday night. Liv Morgan and Roman Reigns won the women's and men's Royal Rumble matches, respectively, and will now be able to call their shots and pick which championship they will go after in the next 3 months. For Morgan, her win is a culmination of an epic comeback from injury that kept her out most of the second half of 2025. She and Raquel Rodriguez earned the WWE Women's Tag Team titles on the Monday Night Raw after WrestleMania 41. But soon after, Morgan suffered a dislocated shoulder. It kept her out for 5 months until she returned at Survivor Series War Games. Morgan needed to put her friendship with Rodriguez to the side to win the Rumble. She eliminated her Judgment Day stablemate on her way to the win. Morgan, a returning Tiffany Stratton, and NXT star Sol Ruca were the final 3 trying to win the match. Stratton eliminated Ruca, who tried to go to the top rope for something spectacular. Then, Morgan hit a modified Oblivion, eliminating Stratton and sealing the win. Morgan will either take on Jade Cargill or Stephanie Baker for their titles. However, Baker has a title match against Rodriguez. On Monday, Reigns entered the Men's Royal Rumble match at number 26 and eliminated 5 other competitors to win the match. He was among the last 9 in the match with Logan Paul, Javon Evans, Jey Uso, Cody Rhodes, Randy Orton, Gunther, Jacob Fatu, and Penta. Drew McIntyre, who beat Sami Zayn to retain the undisputed WWE Championship earlier in the night, nailed Rhodes with a claymore as he struggled to get back into the ring. Rhodes fell to the mat and was eliminated. Reigns then took care of Fatu when Fatu was distracted by the happenings between McIntyre and Rhodes. Reigns took care of USO after the tag team champ hit the tribal chief with a spear. It came down to Reigns, Orton, Paul, and Gunther, who already defeated AJ Styles earlier in the night and presumably ended his WWE career. Reigns and Gunther were the final 2 wrestlers standing. The 2 fiercely battled and tried to avoid going over the best they could. Reigns flipped Gunther onto the edge of the ring and went for the